Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to today's video. Today I'm reacting to Mr. Nightmare 3 true scary fucking ice cream truck horror stories. Now with that title, I'm assuming there's going to be a little bit of pedophilia, so I don't even know if that's the right term, but that's how I'm going to say it, alright? Fuck you guys. But I haven't uploaded in like 6 days, I think it's been 6 days. The last reaction I did was Crips Tales of the Crypt music video. If you guys want to check that out, link will be in the description down below. But yeah, it's been almost a week since I've uploaded, and I haven't really been busy with anything. I just like haven't been in a YouTube mode. Like I say, I get in these modes like maybe once a month, once every couple weeks, where I just go a week without uploading because I'm like, I don't want to upload. I don't feel like I have the energy to upload. So that way, when I do put out a video again, it is going to be good. But if I try to put out a video right now, it's not going to be good. I'm not going to have anything funny to say if I was to do like a reaction to one of these stories, like these horror stories or one of these videos. Sorry, I'm fucking up what I mean to say. But or if I was doing music reactions, I wouldn't be saying anything smart that actually makes sense. You know what I mean? Because I'm just not in a YouTube mode. I just want to sit down and do fucking nothing. But we're back. Mr. Nightmare 3 disturbing true ice cream truck horror stories. I'm pretty sure these are the only fucking videos you guys like on this channel anymore. Leave in the comments, do you only come to this channel to watch these videos? Because bro, I make a shit ton of other videos. Go ahead and watch them. Just go to my channel, click Braden's Never Go to Videos, go check out a shit ton of them. You know what I mean? I got videos all over the place about pretty much every subject. I got my own personal videos. Speaking of that, I did trying snacks from across the world with my sister. I did a part 1 and part 2. Those were recorded like 2.5 weeks ago. I just haven't gotten around to editing it. I keep forgetting I have the footage. So like this whole time when I could have been editing this footage and like uploading it to YouTube, because I'm like, I don't have the energy to be making a video right now, but I could be editing one and putting it to YouTube. I just never did. I kept forgetting I had the footage. So hopefully the next video you see will be after this one. It'll be the part 1 to trying snacks, part 2 as well. But yeah, 3 disturbing true ice cream truck stories. If you guys like the Mr. Nightmare videos, just subscribe, turn on post notifications. I upload them whenever he releases one. I usually tend to react to them. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just want to enjoy them for myself because I'm like, I'm not in a YouTube mode, like I said. So I'll just be like chilling watching them myself. But that's very rare. He's usually uploading when I'm in a good YouTube state. And even if I'm not, I usually tend, because people come and really enjoy my Mr. Nightmare reactions. I don't know why. It's because I say outrageous shit. You find them funny. Either way, I really appreciate it, but I don't know why, but people really like them, so I always tend to try and do a Mr. Nightmare reaction. We're doing one right now. Mr. Nightmare 3 disturbing true ice cream truck stories. I've said it like 5 times, so let's just jump on into it. Bro, that guy looks like a pedophile already. This is all gonna be pedophile stories. I bet money. Bro, the audio, the heartbeat, and the way the music fades out, creepy.
Growing up in the suburbs,
love it.
One thing I always enjoyed in the summertime was the ice cream truck, specifically Mr. Softy.
Bro, that's not a good name. That's not a good name, bro. Mr. Softy? You know what I mean? That's just gonna imply that you have erectile dysfunction. And no kids are gonna want to come around to a guy that can't get it up. I don't want ice cream for you, Mr. Softy. I'm just kidding. But for real though, leave in the comments down below, how many of you guys actually had the ice cream truck going around your neighborhood? I've never had that. I don't think it has anything to do with where I live. I mean, it does, but just my generation, we don't have just ice cream trucks rolling around. You want ice cream? Drive to the fucking farm market where there's ice cream. I think this is more of an American thing, to be honest with you.
And anytime I'd hear the song of the Mr. Softy truck echoing through the streets, I'd beg my mom for a few dollars and run outside to wave down the truck. I remember one of the first times I was ever left home alone. I was, I think, 7 years old. My mom was away somewhere and my dad was off that day.
Bro, get a babysitter. You're too young to be on your own.
For a few minutes while he ran to the store. He was definitely the less responsible parent. I was in the living room watching SpongeBob, I'm pretty sure, when I heard the familiar sound of the Mr. Softy tune outside. I rushed to the kitchen and climbed onto a chair to reach the little basket on the ledge that usually had stray dollars and coins inside.
Smart with it.
I grabbed a dollar bill and some coins. I couldn't tell you the exact amount, obviously. I ran outside to the street and waved the truck down just in time. It pulled over, and the oldish man came to the window asking me what I wanted. When I asked for a specialty cone, he told me I was a little short with the money I had. I believe I told him
He's like, you're a little short with the money, but I'm pretty sure we can make another arrangement. I really like 7-year-olds. I'm just kidding. I don't. Mr. Softy does. He loves 7-year-olds because they don't make him softy. I don't fucking know.
He didn't have any more money because my parents weren't home. I distinctly remember him asking me, "You're home alone?" As if he were confirming it. I said yes, and he started acting all friendly and understanding. He told me to come into the truck so that I could make my own ice cream cone.
Oh my god,
I
no!
stepped into the truck, and the man went and shut the door. He told me to help myself to whatever ice cream I wanted. He said he was going to show me how to be an ice cream man, and he went to the driver's seat of the truck and started driving us somewhere. My young, innocent self thought this was all super exciting as I was pouring soft serve ice cream into a cone. But I finished that cone and then started wondering where we were going.
He comes back and the dad's like, "Hey son, where were you? I swear I was worried sick. Where were you?" And he just comes back and he goes, "I got some ice cream. My butt hurts a little bit, but I got some."
been driving for a while. I went to the front of the truck to ask him, and he asked me in a more stern voice than he'd been speaking in to please go stay in the back of the truck. I listened to him. My appetite for more ice cream was suddenly gone as I got more uncomfortable. We went from a busy main road to a quiet residential road. At some point, I noticed the ice cream truck's music wasn't playing, and he was driving rather fast. The truck finally stopped in front of some abandoned-looking building, and he asked me to come follow him outside to the building. But not before
This is where I keep my ice
tapping on the
cream.
door of the truck. I heard a familiar, concerned voice yelling through the crack of the door. The man opened the door, and my neighbor Margie walked into the truck. She saw me and came to grab me by the arm and pull me out of the truck. She told me to wait in her car while she ran back to yell at the man. I was extremely confused at
That's a
first.
tough fucking woman.
The man in the ice cream truck sped off down
'Cause
the
of the-
street. This was a time before cell phones. She couldn't just call 911 right away.
That's a tough fucking woman, dude, because if he doesn't care about a little kid raping a little kid, he probably won't care about a woman. I'm just being real. I'm not trying to be fucking like rude or anything. I'm just being real.
The nearest house. At first I was confused, but obviously I know now she was asking for the owner's phone. She called 911, and I'm sure she reported a suspicious ice cream truck and attempted kidnapping. I don't remember the rest, except telling Margie my story, her driving me home to be greeted by my dad and cop cars, and then being told to go inside after telling a couple police officers what happened. The
Damn.
exact ice cream truck was found. I'm not sure how they did it. Maybe by investigating street camera footage and getting the plate number.
Jeez, how do you think they found a giant truck that says Mr. Softy on it and has fucking ice cream all inside of it and a fucking menu of ice cream? How do you think they found it? Probably because it's a fucking ice cream truck. It kind of stands out from your regular Toyota.
I was made to confirm the driver was in fact the man who took me into the truck. He was sentenced to prison. That's all my parents told me. I don't think they know his name. Either that or they didn't want to give it to me.
Bro, is that the real truck? It says Mr.
Definitely
Softy
not a
on it.
memory I like thinking back on.
The rest of these are going to be pedophile stories. Like, you can't have scary stories with an ice cream truck without it being a pedophile.
I used to live with my parents in Camden, Maine, a rural boat town. They were hardly ever home because of work and just traveling a lot, so I'd hold down the fort a lot. My parents' property is large and private, so when they weren't home, I'd often throw little parties. This was one of those nights. I had maybe 15 to 20 people over, and we all hung out in the backyard. It started around 6 p.m., and people started leaving around 11 p.m. By midnight, everyone was gone, and I was absolutely shot from a mixture of having been in the sun most of the day and then drinking since around 6. I changed and got into bed. Before I could even fall asleep, though, I heard something one would not expect to hear this late at night. It was the sound of an ice cream truck, only it was a tune I'd never heard before, a kind of creepy-sounding one. The tune got louder until it seemed to be right outside. I lay there waiting a minute or two for it to go away, but when it didn't, I finally got up and went to the window to look outside. I couldn't see anything from my bedroom window, so I went downstairs and looked out the living room window. I could vaguely see what had to be an ice cream truck out on the lawn.
Bro, this is creeping me out. This is reminding me of that. Y'all ever watch The Haunting Hour or something? R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour, I think it was. That was on YTV. By the way, that fucking bullshit, that shit scarred me as a child, because it was Haunting Hour. It said, if you're watching this, you should be at the age of 7 or up. Motherfucker. Oh my god, that shit was scarier than half the horror movies I watched. Kids getting eaten by monsters, kids being greeted by fear itself, and shit. Like, it was petrifying. And they're saying if you're 7 years old, you should be able to watch it. Bro, that shit should have been PG-13. Just because you put it on YTV at 9 o'clock at night doesn't mean it's not for fucking 13-year-olds. Like, it was a creepy-ass show. But it reminds me of the guy who played Rowley on Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He did one episode, and it was mainly, like, Disney stars and Pixar stars. Like, it was mainly them playing different characters. The guy who does the voice of SpongeBob played a villain in one of those movies. He played some Uncle Howie, I think it was. He played a TV host named Uncle Howie who, like, kidnaps kids, I guess, and turns them into dolls for his show. But it was one where it was Rowley from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and he was obsessed with this ice cream truck. And when he finally caught it, he found out the guy who was in it was the guy who went missing a long time ago. I'm not going to explain the full plot, but there was a kid who was obsessed with the ice cream truck. He got in it to get ice cream. He finally caught it. Then the truck kidnapped him, basically. The truck has a soul of its own. It just needs a person, but it has its own driver. Like, the truck has a soul. And then Rowley seen it, and then I'm gonna keep calling him Rowley because I don't know his real name. But and then some guy was like, are you talking about this ice cream truck? There was a boy like 30 years ago who all he would do was talk about that truck. That's all he would talk about. But he went missing. You know what I mean? And then Rowley found him in the truck, and he was creepy. He was fat, frozen, like all these guys. I'm finally free, and it was terrifying. And I watched that shit when I was like 10, and I'm like, oh my god. But anyways, that's what these stories are reminding me of. That's what this one is reminding me of, at least.
Started pounding me inside of my chest. Who was it? Why were they here? What did they want?
Apparently to give you ice
I paced
cream.
around the living room for a bit, not knowing whether to call the police or my dad, or just simply wait for them to leave. The awful tune of the ice cream truck didn't stop, though. It grew sickening. I ended up finally snapping and going out the front door to the porch. There, I could more clearly see the ice cream truck parked on our property, like a little less than 100 feet away from the porch. It was parked on the grass, and it wasn't exactly a typical looking ice cream truck. It was like a white van with ice cream pictures stamped or painted on. I was a mix of confused and worried.
Isn't that what
worried.
all ice cream trucks are?
Saying it was an abnormal sight would be a gross understatement. I stepped onto the grass with my bare feet and walked just a little closer to the van. The headlights weren't on.
Unarmed dog? No.
I saw there was no one in the driver's seat. When I got even closer, I saw one of the sliding doors on the side was open. I suddenly felt as though I could be jumped at any second.
I was gonna say, don't you dare
I
go
looked
over
around
there.
me in a panic, and then ran back inside the house and locked the door.
Thank you. Don't you go over.
I did call
Don't you
911.
dare go over there and
I
open that
asked them
shit.
to please hurry. The woman asked me to walk around the house and check to make sure everything was locked. I started from the main floor and worked down to the den to the back door. The glass panel on the back door was shattered. It was unlocked and opened. I whispered this to the 911 operator, even though I was truly freaking out inside. She told me to go to a room with a lockable door and wait there until officers arrived.
Bro, people gun it on this road all the time, like they're fucking Evel Knievel. But seriously, you can tell they're broken into the house, alright? The truck was a distraction. They distracted you. You went out, and now you see this. Back door, glass shattered, door open. They're in your house. They're in your house. They're robbing you. Just fucking let them rob you. Let the police catch you. This bitch has the audacity to tell me to go hide in a locked door. Like, go to a room that has a locked door on it. Are you fucking kidding me? So you just want me to stay in the house with these fools just because I have a lock on my door that makes it better? Let me tell you something. I can put a lock on my door all I want. One bullet of a fucking pistol that they probably have, boom, they found their way in. I'm running out the front door, grabbing my shoes, whatever shoes I can find, run out the front door fast as I can to the neighbor's house. You know what I mean? Knock on their door a couple times. You know what? Not even the neighbors. You know, run into a couple houses down. You know what I mean? Because, like, they might be able to see me asking for help from the neighbors. So, you know, it's kind of obvious. So you run a couple, just run. You know what I mean? That's my only thing, you know?
Tiptoed to the nearest bathroom and locked the door. The operator told me to stay on the line and be quiet. A few moments later, someone on the other side of the door tried turning the doorknob. Then they banged on the door 3 times. The woman on the phone said quietly that she heard it and for me to remain quiet and calm. Then I heard the back door to the house slam shut, and half a minute later, The tune of the ice cream truck slowly faded away as the van was driven off. I told the woman, but she said to wait until officers arrived. They took a
Bro, he knew you were in there.
disgustingly long time to arrive. I was waiting in that bathroom for another 5 minutes. If they arrived in a timely manner,
A
they could have
whole
caught whoever was at
5
my parents'
fucking
house.
minutes. I know it's life or death,
Instead, all
bro. I'm
that
just
happened was
joking.
I got a police report. My personal theory is the ice cream truck tune was supposed to be a distraction or something, while
No
one
shit.
of the people in it broke into the house.
It worked,
I'm
didn't
sure
it?
there were more than one person in that van. I'm happy this happened to me when I was 23 and not, say, 10 years old, because that would have traumatized me.
Bro, 23? You're living with your parents? Bro, get a job.
This happened a long time ago. I was in the 6th grade. People used to call me Jimmy until around high school. There was this ice cream truck that would always drive down my block once a day in the warmer months. The driver got to know me on a more personal level. He knew my name and I knew his, Bernard. I'd go outside for ice cream so often that he'd slow down or sometimes even stop for a minute in front of my house waiting for me to come outside, knowing I was a frequent customer. Anytime I'd buy ice cream from his truck,
He just wanted to
I'd always
stare at
get
you
the
when you
same
walked
Oreo
away.
ice cream cup. He'd always stop and talk to me for a few minutes, and sometimes he'd give me free ice cream. There was this one Friday, though, and I remember it was a Friday because it was the start of the weekend that my parents were going away. On this Friday, Bernard once again passed my house, and it was one of the days that I went outside to buy from him. On this day, though, he gave it to me for free again, and because of that, I stuck around and chatted with him for a while. He asked me how things were going and whatnot. I told him I was excited to have the house to myself for the weekend.
Stop telling these creepy fucking ice cream men about you having nobody in your house. Like, dude, I'm happy the second story had nothing to do with being a pedophile again. I mean, but now we're back to the pedophile. We can't do all three about being a pedophile. You know, we need at least one little break, but we're back to the pedophile shit because this is the most common thing. Are we shocked? Not really. But still, the reason why this shit keeps happening, have you noticed the fucking the correlation? It's because you keep telling these creepy ice cream truck drivers that you're gonna be home alone.
He was surprised that I would have the house to myself at such a young age. He said I was lucky.
Do you want to come over and have shirtless dance parties?
Drove off, and the truck eventually disappeared along with the music. The rest of the story is the part that you may not even believe. I stayed up late in my room because my parents weren't home. I was playing video games on my computer.
Oh,
I
yeah?
heard the sound of Bernard's ice cream truck. It didn't start from the distance and slowly get louder. No, it literally seemed to turn on right outside my house. I went to my window and saw the truck right outside, playing the music at this late hour in the night.
Is that a
past
picture?
Midnight. It had to be Bernard. But what was he doing?
Bro, that looks like an actual picture.
The music suddenly stopped, and the truck's lights turned off. I opened my window a crack just to listen for what might be going on. Just the sound of crickets, until I saw Bernard appear from the darkness, quickly approaching my window, yelling, "Jimmy." He stopped when his face basically banged into my window, and he started telling me to come outside. He told me I could get all the free ice cream I wanted, but the way he was speaking, he seemed off. He seemed like he was on something. His movements were...
He forgot his meds for the night. Oh, goddamn. You know ice cream truck dudes, they're always on that ish. During the day, they don't want to be because they want to be friendly to the kids, but when they're on that ish, they don't care. You know what I mean? He knew he was going to be home alone. It's been a while since he had some 6-year-old ass, or 6th grade ass, whatever the fuck. But you don't want to open your window on the bottom floor. If you're on the bottom floor, you look out the window, you see something going on, you close them curtains, lock that window. You know what I mean? Make sure you get a good hiding spot. Call the cops. Don't even waste time. They could be there for a perfectly logical and perfectly good explanation. Good reason. You know what I mean? But still, err on the side of caution. It's either feel a little ridiculous for a couple days that you called the cops on some sweet innocent old man because he came by to check on you. I was just checking on him to see how he's going. I just went up to him. I said, "Hey, buddy. I'm not trying to do anything. I was just wondering, are you good? You know, your parents are home. I was just checking in. You know, you're one of my favorite customers. One of my most valued customers. Or, do you want to get your butt fucked? Because that's the opposite. You know, you can either feel stupid for a couple days, or you can get your butt fucked. That's like the which one's the lesser of two evils here? You know what I mean?
spastic and sporadic. He then tried pulling my window further open aggressively, and I screamed and yanked it closed. He started knocking on the window. and I screamed and begged him to leave or I'm calling the cops. When I said that, he turned around and ran back to his truck. The lights turned back on and he drove off into the night without the music playing. I was so scared I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to call my parents, and I was scared to call the cops. I just locked my bedroom door and tried to go to sleep.
Dumbass.
It was a long night before I fell asleep.
Dumbass.
Bernard never returned to my block after that. But anytime I'd hear an ice cream truck passing by, I'd get paranoid it was him.
Bro, imagine being in the 6th grade. First of all, why are you giving a 6th grader the house to themselves for the weekend? I don't think kids should be staying by themselves overnight or for like a weekend until they're at least old enough to have their own cell phone. And I think like 13, 14 is the right age. 6th grader? 6th grader is what, 11? Yeah, they're 11. Why the fuck are you letting an 11-year-old stay at the house overnight for a full weekend? That's just bad parenting, to be honest with you. That you want your kid to get raped. No cap. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, anything else you want me to react to, leave it in the comments down below. New videos hopefully coming out soon. New video hopefully tomorrow. But you know what I mean? You never know, you know? But go to the links in the description. Everything that's down there I want you to subscribe to. Follow. You have no choice. You have no choice. I'm not even joking. Look. You have no choice, bro. You got to go down there, click those links, subscribe, follow, anything. I swear to God, I will come bring ice cream to your house at 12 a.m., bitch. Deuces.